We started with reporting, and today we're taking action for a more resilient business, a greener future as well. Companies are collecting a lot of data, but the real question is really, what do I make with this data? What kind of decisions can I take with this data, right? And how do I bring the data to the right points in the organization, right, where decisions are being made? So what we see across companies is really the challenge of making, climate data a decision-making factor in procurement processes, in supplier management, in sales processes. We're deliberately now worked with 50 plus companies across industries, and we are seeing, the similarities of company to company. That's why we also relaunched the Scope 3 Action Group as a procurement activation program. So we started with sustainability, how Scope 3 works, how can we, make progress. But what we saw is actually procurement teams are often missing. Now it's about how do we bridge the gap between their sustainability, right, that has climate targets, that has the task of making progress, but then the procurement team needs to be on board, because otherwise you won't make progress on Scope 3. There's lots of value in having a more resilient supplier base, right? So understanding that you might not have to switch a supplier in the future. A lot of companies, and specifically large enterprises, they might only get, right, this specific product and this specific quality just in time, etc., from a few suppliers. In the end, CO2 emissions are a proxy for, how efficient, right, how resource efficient do we work. It includes, are you using renewable energy, which will affect your cost. We're in a very volatile environment now. Most importantly, start understanding your suppliers, and start with segmentation, and start with a few handable steps, right, that will lead to more. And I'm very sure you're not the first person that has or will ask your suppliers for this kind of information. And also a lot of suppliers are very happy to hear from you, because they already have the low carbon product ready, right, and they want to have this customer conversations as well, and how can we make progress together on decarbonization.